I've made a decision. When you're able, let me know when you're around. We need to talk. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Hello. Good morning, Angel. How you doing? Tintin, what's up? Ellie, hello. What up, username? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? As you can see, Pate is making some decisions, or a decision, and we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it turns out. But happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. The week is halfway over. This guy's got some scrap in his truck, doesn't he? I hope everyone's week is going well. Weeks. I hope your entire month is going well, but I hope this week is going well. I hope it's going well for you. Okay, you live on the other side of the world, all right? You're gonna start policing me with my time zones. Jesus Christ. Happy Thursday, Tintin. Okay? There you go. How's the future, by the way? How's the future? What's it like? Do we have flying cars tomorrow? I need to know. Do we have flying cars yet? Because I'm sure they'll figure out that technology within the next 24 hours. It makes sense. Because that's how science works. That's how science works. Yay, science! What part of the world are you in, Tintin? Are you in, like, Australia? You in, Asia? Somewhere in Asia? New Zealand? Ah. Singapore. Gotcha. I knew it had to be around there somewhere. What time is it there? It's like a 16-hour difference? It's off the top of my head. I don't actually know for sure. It's me winging it. 1:57 a.m. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So like a 13-hour difference. The future's looking dark. Oh no. Oh. You hate to see it. So it's darker than it is now? Like, is it worse than it is now? What happens? What's happening in the future that... Oh no. Oh no. Is it aliens? Just put a 3 in chat if it's just aliens. You don't have to say it outright, you know? Oh, you can't say it or the future will disappear. Damn it. I forgot it worked like that. Forgot. Was that the truck's hydraulics kicking off? What was that noise? Like, that was a little weird. That was a little strange. I don't know what that was. A lot of fuel trucks out today. We almost got sandwiched by another 18-wheeler. Uh-oh. Hey, Brian, what's up, man? Yes, I'll send you the coordinates when I get there. Okay, well, it looks like I'm turning around then. Yeah, she even stutters when she's texting. She's that nervous. Well, if she's gonna kill me, this is her chance. But I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, you serious? Hi, Cappy. What's up? Did you notice that the side of that truck said 110% meat? Not 100%. 110%. There's some extra meat in there. some bonus meat inside of that. A little bit little extra. Yeah, they feed them human meat. They feed them human meat, and then you eat the chicken feet, and then they actually have human meat inside of them. Somehow. They stuff their chickens with human meat stuffing, and you just eat that. 110% meat. It's lab-grown human meat. Come and eat it. It's so good for you. It's people. Hey, Bacon. Hi. Hello. There's a lot of fuel trucks out here today. Lots of fuel trucks, it seems. It seems Ron is really pushing their deliveries today. What's wrong, Angel? You don't want you don't want a little extra meat in your meats? That's a sentence I can never take back. But it's out there now, and I can't remove it. I can't undo what's been said. I can't undo words. It's like it's just out there now. Just out in the world. The meatiest of meats. It's the meatiest of meats. I wonder why the I wonder what that is though. Like what is their explanation for why it's 110% meat? Like what do they say on their ingredient label? I'd like to know. Inquiring minds want to know what that 10% meat bonus is. More meat than you'll ever know. I want to know what it is. I'm curious. I'm also curious as to whether we're going to get to where we're going with this tank of gas. Meat is the registered trademark of Cluckin' Bell. If you gotta ask, you can't afford it. It's true. I'm sure that Humane Labs is behind, that as well. Well, think about when we went into the factory. All the chickens kind of looked like footballs. They didn't really look like chickens. They just kind of looked like meat footballs with chicken heads. Now, we could blame it on just being a low poly model, but where's the fun in that? Let's say that they perhaps just... they've genetically engineered the chickens to just be pure meat with no legs. Yeah, they're like chicken balls. That's what they look like. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up there today. You never know where we'll end up with Pate, you know? You never know where we'll end up with this guy. $110 meat doesn't exist. Never talk about it again. You never heard it here. But yeah, they look like they're just round, football-shaped chicken polygons that move their heads around. Though it is true to life, like the way that they're caged. Definitely true to life. I've seen trucks of chickens with cages driving down the interstate, and they are very much smashed in there and not able to move. Fucked up. It's not a pleasant thing to witness. Yeah, they do that to pigs. Pretty much every animal that is a food source, like even cattle, they're kind of shoved into tiny little stables and things. Just shoved in there, unable to move. And then we eat it, and they get like sores and stuff on them. It's gross. disgusting. Yeah, cows are pretty cute. Big old eyelashes. Cows have best friends. All right, we're here. Scene yellow. You see a bouquet of, how do I spell it? I don't remember. A bundle. I'm gonna say bundle because I don't know how to spell it right now off the top of my head. Bundle of dried flowers. It looks like they've been there for a week or so. There we go. Hey RC, how you doing? How are you? Hello. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Damn it. Yeah, I was missing an extra U. It was like on the top of my... It was like right there. Too late now. Actually, it's not really too late. We can... I don't... Though I don't know how to clear the scene. Is it delete scene? No, it's not. It's, maybe I could clear scene, scene delete, okay. Scene delete. Oh, okay, well that didn't work. Scene delete. There it is, okay. Scene yellow. You see a bouquet of dried flowers. It looks as though they've been here for at least a week. There we go. Much better. Okay. Thank you, Cappy. Pate's like, well, I gotta run away from this. I think you can also adjust the distance of the scenes. Well. But I don't know how to do that yet. We'll figure it out one day. She said she'll be here soon. This is where we grew up. Mirror Park. Hasn't really changed much either. But it just stayed the same. It's like time stood still. Huh. It's funny how that is. Some places move forward and then other places just freeze. Time doesn't move when you're here. This is called The Forgotten Memories by Luella Grun. It's available on Epidemic Music, which I use for their copywritten songs so that I don't get DMCA'd. I don't get the DEMCA. I highly recommend that you subscribe if you're a streamer and you need music for your roleplay or just to listen to while you're playing games. This isn't an ad, it's actually a legitimate recommendation because I love them. I would gladly support them. Oh, here she comes. Look at her.
Hi.
Remember this place, don't ya?
I do, yeah.
Those flowers there, they're for you. You know, I would leave them pretty consistently and they just sort of rot and end up becoming soil for the tree. But they're about a week old and not really worth your time, but yeah, they're yours.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, after you died, in quotes, the neighborhood was distraught, you know. The neighborhood was a mess. We had a parade, you know, all the kids from school, we put together a parade. We walked down that street, right there. All of us. You know, 10-year-old kids, we're not really good at things. We're not really good at a lot of things, but we made a decent parade for you. Because we thought you were dead.
I don't know what you want me to say.
You don't have to say anything, because you were a child too. Okay? I get it.
Well, you know, I didn't want to disappear. That was not something I even got to decide.
No, I understand. It wasn't your fault, but it was your parents' fault.
Well, more specifically, my father's fault.
Right. Yeah, he could have said something. He could have told me at the very least. He knew I was blaming myself. I mean, did you know that at that age, a child's mind is at its most malleable? That those years are the most formative, that they're very important for what that person is going to be like when they're adults.
Well, I mean, I've heard
No,
that,
you don't
yeah.
know that. You don't. But you know who did? Probably your dad. But he just let it all happen. He let me move on. He let me grow up into who I am today. And he never did a thing about it. The only reason that I know that you're not dead is because you decided to leave. Because you got tired of living in your house, hiding away from whatever it is you were hiding from, that your parents were forcing you to hide from. And here you are now. And he's messed you up too.
Well,
Also, hello Raiders.
I
Gooch,
mean,
thanks so much for that raid, buddy. How you doing, man?
it's not so easy for me. I mean, you know what? It wasn't something I wanted, and I agree. He should have, I guess, reached out to you somehow, but I don't know. Once everything went down, I don't think he. I don't think he cared about much. He just became really, I don't know, he's just scared all the time, thinking people are following us, and, you know, I didn't even get to have a phone my whole life until I ran out and wanted to live a normal life, and then I had my phone, and, well, look where that got me. Maybe he was right being so careful.
So, you think it's okay then that...
No, I didn't say that. I never said that. I don't. What you had to go through, I can never forgive myself or my father for that.
Here's the thing. Here's the truth about what happened to me. I stumbled my way through school. I tried to focus and do what I can, but eventually my parents sent me off to the Netherlands, and they told everybody that it's because they wanted me to see the world, but the truth was they knew they had to get me out of here. They knew that if I stayed around here that it wouldn't help me at all. But in truth, when they sent me there, it actually made things a lot worse for me, seeing as I fell in with a lot of bad people and I did a lot of terrible things. And I mostly just numbed myself with whatever I could find. That's what it did. And I bet your father didn't think for one moment about that. And I do understand on some level he was just protecting you. It's all about survival after all. Much like what Harry says. But he didn't think for one second that maybe he should try to tell me something. Just one little hint that you're still alive, that I didn't kill you, that I didn't goad you into jumping from that tree, that you didn't actually die. Were you even hurt?
I was, and you know, a lot of it was also coincidental. You know, I was in the hospital because I was hurt, and once we went back home, I guess my father took it as a good opportunity to... Oh dear, now that I say it, it sounds even worse, because I guess he kind of used that situation to get us out of here.
Exactly.
They faked my death, and
me, a 10-year-old kid, I was just
left.
a way to escape.
I mean, it made sense because everyone thought that they wanted to leave the city because their child had died and they wanted to go somewhere else, but in reality, they just used you and me, and
Let me tell you something. You know, my dad used to take me out fly fishing, you know, up north. And a lot of the lures, the fly fishing lures, they're made after an insect called a mayfly. I don't know if you know anything about them, but mayflies live a very simple life. They hatch, they grow into adults, they mate, they lay eggs, and then they die, all within 2 days. But within those 2 days, there's so many mayflies that they feed an entire ecosystem of animals. They're just a food source for, for beings that are greater than them.
So what are you saying exactly?
What I'm saying is there are two kinds of people in this world. There are mayflies, and then there are people that eat the mayflies. The people that run the world just toss everybody else into a grinder and use them until they don't need them anymore. I don't want to be a mayfly. And I think
get
your
that.
father looked at me and thought, well, he's going to be a mayfly. I don't think he, directly said that, but he saw me as a means to an end.
I guess he did.
But I'm not going to be that person anymore. Not for anybody. And you shouldn't be that either. I already know that you don't want to be that. That's the whole reason you left, isn't it? You got tired of being in that prison.
I did. It's not much of a life. I mean, I guess I was safe until then, but what's the point of being safe if everything else is just miserable?
Well, here's the thing. No one is safe. Everyone is in some form a way for someone else to push forward in life. If you work for a company, you're just a gear in a machine. You're helping everyone at the top make millions and possibly billions of dollars depending on where you work. They just use you up and spit you out. You're nothing to them.
Point.
And just like your father, I was nothing to him. I was just a scapegoat, a way to cover up what was happening and a way for him to survive and flee. In a way, I get it though, because your father is very much like a mayfly. He's just a scientist that probably didn't know what he was doing. He was just following orders for someone that was funneling all that data and information into something that would end up making them rich, and your father wouldn't see a dime from it.
For sure. Well, it's still not right. But I guess that's how the world works.
It does, but it doesn't have to be that way for us. We don't have to just succumb to what society says that we're supposed to succumb to. We don't have to fall into some sort of order. We don't have to just stand in line and jump into a pit because someone wants us to, because that means that they'll make money off of our backs. Why should we do that?
But how do you become well, I don't know. How do you get out of that structure then?
I think we need to listen to Harry.
We should listen to him?
Yeah, I think we should listen to him because Harry has the right idea. Harry escaped. Harry broke the yoke around his neck.
You think
Harry
all
wants to
this time
survive.
Harry was the one that we should listen to?
I think so. But I surely will not listen to any of what's happening in that city.
Yeah, I can see why.
I'm not gonna be a mayfly, Goldie.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
So So what about you? What are you going to do? Are you just gonna live in the shadow of what your father left behind? You gonna run away?
Well, I don't want that either. What I really want is to, you know, set things right, but I don't know what that is. But I know that. I know you're saying, you know, I should, I don't even know. I just want to make it up to you, and maybe that's exactly what you're saying I shouldn't necessarily do and live trying to fix my father's mistakes, but that's
I'm saying you need to live your life the way you want to live it. That's what I'm saying. Stop being afraid. Stop doing what you think you're supposed to do and do what you want. Live free.
I guess you've got a point. I wish it was just easier. I don't really know how to start doing that.
I guess the loud music doesn't really matter when the server crashes. Every day it just doesn't let us play. Just fucking every time. There it is. Also, can we get a shout out for Gooch, please? Another fantastic role player on the server. I haven't played with Gooch in probably like 2 years. It's exclamation SO. I'll do it. There it is. But I haven't played with Gooch in such a long time. You were trying to get his actual username. There it is. It's weird. Some of the songs are like very low, and then other songs are just like extra loud. And it's weird. I'm watching like the balance of the sound and everything, and it's some of them I like right now it's at about 20% volume. And it's hitting negative 35 dB right now. So it's like in midway, it's a little over midway in the green as far as the meter goes. Is this too low or is this about right? Could be even lower. It's so weird because sometimes like it sounds so low to me when I listen to the VODs. It's really weird. I don't know why it's like that. Was the other music too loud or was it about right? Because it might be just this song in particular. See if it's back up again. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Pate's theme song is just too loud. Pate's just his song's too loud. Is it back up yet? Yeah, it's back. There's no too loud now. He'll do his thing. What? It could also be that maybe, it might also be that, the VoIP could be, low in comparison to the music as well. But I have to turn it down sometimes because certain people are hyper loud. But Goldie has a naturally, quiet voice. So that might be also what makes it harder to, balance. I'm gonna keep it about here. And hopefully that helps. Goldie is sorry for that. Here we go. Sound balance is really tough sometimes, though. I'll tell you that much. It was a lot easier with the music that I used for Wild West RP, because I think all the songs were kind of balanced. Like, they didn't really have a lot of spikes in volume, as opposed to some of the trap music and stuff that I play with Pate. How does this volume sound to you, Flutter? Or anyone else that thought it was loud before? Actually, it might be better to use the other song as a test. There we go. This is the song that we had previously. How was that? I don't know. This isn't even the loud part either. Seems good right now. The loud part needs to hit. It's coming. No, I think we're good. I think this pretty much hit all the loud points, right? It sounds like background music. There are moments where I want the music to be louder than the background sound, though. I don't want it to just be like, oh, Biz is just listening to music in the background while he's playing a game. So that's the tough part too. You know, it's meant to be enhance the moment. That guy's just playing with his phone. This dog's like, come on, man. Can we do something, please? Can we please do something else? Can you, stop. What are you doing? Please stop playing whatever that is. I need to run. It's how I get my bowels moving. I know I need to zoomy so I can poop.
What you looking at? Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
I was just looking at that dog over there, being real upset that its owner is just busy playing on his phone.
Uh, poor thing.
Yeah, poor thing.
So, where were we?
Anyway, what I was saying was, I was asking you if you were gonna live free or you were gonna succumb to your fear, because you certainly do seem like you're afraid of pretty much everything around you.
Well, I wish it was as easy as deciding not to be afraid. I mean, I guess I can try to go out of my comfort zone, which is what I'm already trying, I guess, but it's not just something I can easily, it's not a switch.
Right. Yeah, of course. It's got to be at your own pace. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, I just think that there's more to life out there for you. You don't have to just do whatever you think you're expected to do. Which I believe you've already sort of taken the steps to change that. The fact that you even left your family. Do they know you're out here?
Well, they don't know where I am. At least I don't think so.
I see. You don't think maybe this stalker that you're dealing with right now isn't someone that your father's sent out to watch you, do you? Is there not a
But-
chance that that's the case?
You think that might be it? Would my dad really go that far?
I mean, he went as far as to try to let a kid like me believe that they killed another kid second-handed. So,
I guess you're right. But no, it can't be. There's no way.
he kept your whole family up in the country. He didn't let you have any technology. You don't even know how to use your phone properly.
Ooh,
You should have seen some of your typos in that text message last night.
oh, yeah, was tired. It happens.
Why do I feel like you're not telling me something? That the tired explanation does not seem to be what actually occurred. What else?
Well, I was also tired.
What did you get yourself into?
I'm not sure you'll want to know about that.
I'm all ears.
I don't even know where to start. So yesterday, I'm not trying to, get any sympathy from you, but I was just very sad, and I still had to work. I gotta, pay my rent somehow, and I was gonna go deliver some, packages, and I was in my thoughts, and I accidentally bumped into this car, and this man comes outside, and he's like, well, you hurt me. Oh no, I need money. Do you have insurance? Yeah, that's exactly how he sounded. Exactly those words. And
Sassy.
I was terrified.
That stands.
And, well, it turns out he scammed me for some money. Because I thought he was really hurt, but it turns out he wasn't. Are you following me? This is very clear, I know. You
Uh,
know?
basically, someone acted like you ran into them. They said that you needed to pay them back, and
Yeah, and I did. And then had less money and I already had to work, right? And I was just really sad and I was just walking around getting my packages. And then these women came to me and they said they wanted to help me. And well, they took me shopping. That was kind of nice. They said my aura was not really good. And they gave me really green colors. That outfit was not a good choice. Either way, then they took me to
what
the
happened to her?
beach and they told me I needed to find my spirit animal and they made me inhale something that were they called natural aids.
Excuse me? What? Natural what?
Natural aids.
Natural aids. What does that mean? What
Yep.
did you smoke?
I don't really know. They just said that they'd give me natural aids.
You didn't think to maybe ask them what they meant?
Oh, no, but well then they took me out to the sea on a boat and I I almost drowned when I jumped off the boat because they told me to swim back to the shore. Uh, and I had a vision. Oh God, no! I think I'll leave that one out. Maybe that's for the best. Either
No,
way.
you have to explain what the vision was. I'm already committed to this story.
Oh, well, I jumped out of the boat, and as I was sinking, I just saw this phone, and there was a call coming from Harry, and I kept sinking and sinking, and I really thought I was gonna drown. It was very close, but
What did she get
then,
herself into?
then I think I saw my spirit animal, and it helped me back up. Yeah,
So what was your spirit animal?
a squirrel. A squirrel called Dahlia.
You know,
Yeah.
what I find more amusing is the fact that it was a squirrel and, the whole thing with the tree.
Oh, I
Bro.
didn't even make that connection.
If you were on a spirit journey, I feel like maybe you should have. It should have been something you stumbled upon in this journey while you smoked natural aids. Can't believe I just repeated that.
Well, it was all quite a journey, and well, then after it all, at least we got back to the shore. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it, and
What
I was
happened to
feeling
her?
really terrible, and I didn't really know who to call, so Benji might have picked me up with Vlad.
Wait, you don't even remember who picked you up?
No, I'm pretty sure Vlad was there. I know Benji was there. I was supposed to send him my location, but accidentally sent it to you.
Oh, that's what that was. Well, that makes sense now. I thought you were just
Yeah.
trying to get me to go to that professional that you'd
Oh
mentioned.
no. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I just thought maybe you wanted to talk to somebody.
You were pretty vague about it at first, so I thought you were having me talk to someone that could help us with Harry, but
Uh,
yeah,
well,
it's
who
a
knows?
therapist, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh dear, this is awkward.
Yeah, I guess I'll consider talking to him. Who is it?
Okay. I think she was called Vanessa or something. I don't remember. I called her. Because I saw an advert the other day. And, well, I was actually thinking about calling her for myself at first, but then I got scared and I just, yeah, said that I was calling for someone else. Those calls, well, just asking for a friend. But then actually, I thought maybe you might also want to talk to somebody.
Naturally.
And
Yeah, Dr.
I told you
Vanessa.
I wasn't forcing it on you. I was just, wondering. Sometimes we might want to talk to someone who's not connected to us in any way at all. And she's a complete stranger, I guess.
Yeah. That makes sense. I still don't really understand the whole natural AIDS thing and how you ended up out in the ocean, but
Well, that's okay. It's hard to explain. I barely can understand it myself, but that's just what happened.
when you smoked this whatever,
Yeah.
what did the device that you used look like?
The device?
Yeah, like what
Oh,
did you smoke it out of?
it was like a pipe kind of thing.
What kind of pipe? What did the pipe look like? Was it a big one or a tiny one?
I don't know pipe sizes. Are there? I wouldn't know about that.
Well, let me know if you ever feel the urge to find more of this natural AIDS. I can't believe I said
Wait,
it
you
again.
want that too?
No, I don't want it. It's just we need to know whether or not you're going to be addicted to it now. Some of that stuff out there, once you smoke it once, you're going to keep wanting to smoke it.
Yeah, about that.
Oh no, she's already... Oh no, she's addicted already. You're already addicted, aren't you?
No. No, no.
No. What? Oh no.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And, well, they said they were gonna help me. They were guiding me because I was really sad, okay? And it did make me feel good for a while. I felt like I was, one with the ocean for a while.
That's great. I'm glad that you felt one with the ocean. You got to be careful before you do things like that. You got to think about what you're putting in your body sometimes, especially when they call it things like natural AIDS.
But I just, I didn't know what to do. There were 3 of them, and I didn't want to seem like I don't know. I don't know how to say no.
Oh.
And they were really trying to help me. They were really kind, so how could I say no to them? That would be really rude.
Let me see if Benji knows anything about last night's.
Okay.
Maybe he knows what natural AIDS is.
Maybe.
No, he's probably pooping.
Oh. Um, there is one thing.
Do you know what happened to Goldie last night? She said she smoked something called natural AIDS. He's apparently addicted. Okay, I sent him a text message, so maybe he can text me back while he's pooping. I don't know.
Okay. But, I might have, under the... I don't want to repeat it anymore. Either way, once everything was going down, I might have told them about my visions with Harry, and I mean, I don't think they know what Harry is. They probably just think I think they thought it was some guy that I wanted to sleep with, which was really concerning.
Okay, so you didn't mention that Harry is what he is.
No, I mean, I just told them about my vision of the phone,
Okay. And what did
and
you say about Harry exactly?
I just said I saw a vision of Harry calling me on the phone, because that's what I saw. And well, they just thought it was a demon
She
or
is,
something.
Peach.
And then also that it was someone I wanted to sleep with, so I don't really get it, because who wants to sleep with a demon? But that's what they said.
Well, you'd be surprised. You go on the internet and you'll find, well, you wouldn't know because you haven't been on the internet for the past, how many years now?
I don't even know at this point. It's been
10,
quite
10 years, 12
yeah,
years, something like that.
yeah, something
It
like
depends
that.
on how long after you faked, your family faked your death that you weren't allowed to use your phone or computers.
Oh, from the beginning on until I just ran away.
All right, well. Hopefully you,
I can't believe I just told you all of that.
well, it's
I
out there now.
I guess I just don't really want to lie to you anymore,
That camera angle.
because I've done enough to hurt you, so...
You didn't hurt me. It was your dad's terrible idea.
But still, I can't help but feel guilty. And then I came back and I lied about my name. That was my fault.
At least you can lie.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Uh,
You need it to be able to survive in this world.
I guess that's
You just need to get
true.
better at it because you're really, really bad at lying. Really bad. Like, probably the worst liar I've ever met in my life.
Oh,
Which is a compliment.
well,
I mean, it's good that you're not a good liar, but I think you need to learn to lie better because we need to lie about a lot of things if we're gonna
well,
keep Harry around.
at least since I had a tough day yesterday, at least it made me
Please don't say
rethink
at least you
about some of
smoked.
my life choices. For sure, it was quite a shock.
Oh,
Y-
which part of the life choices did you think were the biggest mistakes yesterday? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, from yesterday only.
Yes. Yesterday only.
I think telling the truth was a good thing, so that's out of the. I think maybe the consuming of the natural. Oh, you don't make me repeat it again.
Would you say that on a scale of 1 to 10, the smoking of whatever that shit was probably one of the worst decisions you've ever made?
I'd say it's up there at 9.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have withdrawals, because I don't know what the heck it
Yeah.
is. I mean, I've done a lot of substances in my life, and if I don't know what it is, I can't really help you much.
What substances have you done?
Look, I don't want to get into that, but I've never heard of natural AIDS in my entire time in the Netherlands. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Well, I mean, I have the number of one of the people who gave it to me. Maybe I can ask what exactly it was. What natural AIDS contains.
Yeah, it might be a good idea, I think.
Yeah. You know what's the worst part about yesterday?
There's a worse part. I thought we already touched on that. Please, indulge me.
I almost tried Fortnite after Benji told me about it.
Oh, God. I don't need you to start talking British like him.
Oh,
He calls the trunk a boot.
a boot, a boot.
A boot is a boot, like what I have on my feet right now. A trunk is a trunk. That's where you keep your junk.
Uh-huh.
So, should I contact this therapist? You think I should do that now?
I mean, I won't tell you what you should do, but maybe it could be helpful.
Okay. It's gonna be weird, you know. I gotta lie to the therapist. I have to make up a story that sounds convincing but isn't telling them exactly what it is. Because, you know, reasons. This is...
But don't they have to, you know, they're not allowed to tell anyone, right?
They're not supposed to, but you can't trust anybody.
That's true.
You can't trust anyone. Not even a therapist.
Well, do you think you're good at lying?
I'm alright. I mean...
Well, then, maybe you'll be okay.
People believe that I went to culinary school, which is not true.
Oh.
Look, I tell people that I burned water when I was a child. But the truth was, up until about a week ago, I didn't even know how to microwave ramen. It's the fact that I can even make steaks the way I do is just a small miracle.
Well, your steaks were fine, so I guess at least you were able to do that in a week.
It's a fluke. I'm terrified as to what my baking is gonna look like when I get a job at Good Bun.
A good bun?
Yeah, I got a job there as a chef. And, yeah, I don't know when they're gonna open, but absolutely terrified as to what sort of monstrosities are gonna come out of the oven when I try to bake.
I think you'll be okay. I would help you, but I am not really the baking type.
Well, I mean, I can figure it out, I guess. I'll
Yeah,
try.
I mean,
Fake
you
it.
know,
Maybe I'll just buy pastries somewhere else and say I made them.
oh, I guess that could work. I also saw there are these, you know, boxes where they have everything in and you just, you know, mix it and all together and, you know, just follow the instructions. Maybe that's what you can do.
You mean follow a recipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could do that.
People do.
That's the word for it. Wait, you've never followed a recipe before? Hi, Liz. Hello.
No. My mom wouldn't let me cook or bake. Those are two different things that, you know, every normal person knows, and me included.
Her moping around like that kills me so much. I can't. Like her little monologues and stuff about like, that's the thing that I do. She's just moping around. She's just moping around. It's so good. All right, let me just reach out to this Vanessa person. I think I may have met her before. I think she gave me my
Oh,
tetanus shot.
okay.
Hi,
Well,
this
maybe
is Pate
she'll be alright.
Rosario. I was told to reach out to you about a consultation. You're a therapist, right? So, you got this number before you did whatever you did in the ocean and found your spirit squirrel, right? Because
Yeah.
this number definitely belongs to Vanessa and not someone else.
Oh, yeah, I got that number
Okay.
before.
Okay, I just want to be sure because this could
I
be real
actually
weird.
I actually saw that number on an advertisement like 3 days ago, I think. I don't know, it's been a while. And I just had saved it on my phone, but I didn't use it until yesterday. Cause you know, it was I don't know. I wasn't thinking so clearly. Oh,
Well, we should probably get out of here. Did you come here in your car?
uh, not exactly.
Well, how did you get here then?
Well, I borrowed someone's car.
Did you steal someone's car?
Yeah.
How do you know how to do that?
Well, listen, there's a lot of things you can Google on the internet, and I was really fascinated because there's a lot of information about stuff. I never had that before, and you know, I searched for all kinds of stuff.
So one of the first things you looked up was how to steal, hotwire a car. It's so funny. Oh god,
It
I
just
can't.
kind of came up, you know, when you look at one thing, you're on this YouTube thing, you go on one video and you just find yourself there
Her
somehow.
character cracks me up so much. It's so good. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So where is this vehicle that you borrowed?
I think it's. Where did I come from? Oh no. I think it's this way.
She doesn't even remember what way she came. Oh man. It's too good.
Oh, I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah, the actual owner must have followed the GPS and